Okay? Let me start here. Jesus Christ and his two witnesses began in Genesis 15, 8-10. The land God gave unto Abraham. Genesis 15, 8, 10, 21. This is where you have to go, and you find this in geographical location. It's named different today. Is Iraq, Afghanistan, and all the Middle East where the Persian oil is, where the oil is. This nation in question, which is the United States of America, have created and manufactured buildings of their infrastructure as factories and vehicles of all kinds. He have plagued the earth with this here. He created for himself, and he now using the resources that God created for mankind to be used as feed. He using part of these resources now, growing them out of the earth, using these as fuel, products of fuel, to run his vehicle. He made a covenant with death and hell. And sooner or later, when he have used the seed part of these things in making fuel to run these things, to refuel his infrastructure, the crops that he do these with are going to quit reproducing because he didn't use the substance of life that God created for the consumption of the human race. He'll use them to keep his factories going. This man, what I'm talking about, had no covenant with God. He refused the blood of Jesus Christ as the sacrifice and went and served the measures of his own self, the things of his own self. At the end of the day, as he became the rich man of earth, he contaminated the earth with the seed of destruction by creating and manufacturing in his laboratory drugs, cocaine. All of these things he put on the market, didn't care about the original man that God created and manufactured here, created and brought from the dust of the earth to be keepers of the earth. He made them a part of his sanctuary to serve him and placed him upon the bottom of everything upon the earth. When he caused them to serve him, he taken the food that God gave to this man to sustain his livelihood and made fuel to run his engines of his manufacturers. That's what this man did refuse to serve God. We tell you in prophecy, when he went, he took the luxury, he made the lavishness, the luxury of God, part of his infrastructure where he ruled and dominated the earth. He didn't care about what God had did. He didn't care about the covenant God made with Adam and Eve. So he went in and he destroyed the infrastructure of the earth, creating fuel for his industrialized nations. This man was not even in the book of life. Who did this? He ruled the earth with a rod of iron. He owned the laws of the land that we may force us to serve. And he owned taking control of all things. In other words, what I'm trying to say is the creation of drugs that came in our neighborhood and never left was designed by him. The creating of the laws, jury, and the sheriff, the policemen, all this is owned by him. The factories and the manufacturing of his infrastructure is owned by him. The graveyards, mostly, major graveyards, and major habitat, like everything that is designed, that is the strength of this nation, is owned by him. So, but when it comes down to being victimized and standing before the seat of judgment here, we have to go to him to be judged. We have to go through him to find a workforce. We have to go to him for our laws, rules, and regulations. We have to go to him for our livelihood. If we got to go hunt and fish, we got to buy fishing nets and all this. When you look at this thing, the man that have no covenant with God, who have made a covenant with death and hell, he is the ruler over us. You got to look at this. And if he is the ruler over us, he is the reason that drugs, we're not rich. We can't bring no, poor man can't bring no drugs in here. So the rich man is the one is responsible for the drugs going here. But yet our poor people is the one that's being cast into prison. It should never be a part of the infrastructure of America, drugs. Because it was designed, created, and manufactured for a sinister mindset, purpose to destroy the integrity of the mind where we couldn't think for ourselves. It should never have been. You're talking about passing drugs, you can take me one, no, it shouldn't be. Well, when you look at all these things, he have taken control of the loading chute, and he used all of these things that which I have said to you from the bottom down, top down, bottom up, as a wedge to guide us into our own destruction. We embrace the laws, we embrace the war. We don't have, poor man can't send you to war. It's the rich man that sends you to war. He's owned by the Gentile. All of these things, all our laws and our rules and regulations, the center point is of that white man. He is the one who did it. Don't take my word for it. Look at the record. Don't take it. Look at the record. These are the things which omit us from being a peoples of the earth. We are slaves and we are servants of this people who is not in the book of life and who have refused to take the oath of Jesus Christ. But they said they do, but their livelihood and their wars show it's different. This is why they're in Iraq today and Afghanistan today, and they're going to spread the war even further. Little by little, bit by little bit. Well, why did I say this? As we look around us and the things that we're having around us, we're constantly falling by the wayside. Our people's identity is being changed into the genetic color code of that man. We're not a black and proud race as we once was from our foundation during the reign of Abraham. It had been lies fabricated in the Bible structure to make it look as Abraham and Sarah was of the black race, the white race. It had been fabricated through lies and through deception that Adam and Eve was people born of the white race, and that is far from the truth. It is a lie of deception to make us think that we was a people who we was not. But we go along and we look and we still serve the ways of that man, and that man is leading us into hell because he done laid a covenant with death and hell. This is the reason God sent